either welcome back to or to my channel. So today I'm going to be dyeing my hair. This is the inspo. My neighbours are doing DIY for some reason. Apologies in advance because it's fucking annoying. That's the vibe we're going for. It's very faded, but it's a fine base to work from considering we're just doing dark violet and blue velvet. So tried and true, Lunar Tides. If you want to use my code, please do. I really appreciate it, and also the small commission that I make from everyone's orders really helps me. Like it really does. So I very much appreciate it. If you've ever used that code, I love you. Thank you, because it puts some nice extra money in my pocket, which I again really appreciate. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to section my hair into like tiers so that I can do the bottom. That is so annoying, I'm so sorry. I'm going to section it into tiers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the bottom up, because I've never done two colours at once, if you can believe that. Like, I've never done that before. So we're just gonna see if it works. I'll be bleaching my roots next time I dye my hair. I might also add in some like a more red toned purple. We'll just see what happens. I think just because it's kind of summer is approaching and my wardrobe is a bit warmer toned than it would be in the winter, so my brain is going, ooh, kind of wanting to go back to my iconic, I think it was Rich Eggplant. Yeah, there's one by Lunar Tides called Plum, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm tempted. It's such a stunning color. I don't know what they're doing. They've just been banging on the same area for the last 20 minutes, so that's great. So yeah, anyway, that's the plan. I don't know whether it's going to be executed well. I don't know if the colours, I'll just go to wash my hair out and it'll all just blend into one. I have no idea. Maybe all my work will be for nothing. I'm just sectioning it like this and just having kind of like manageable sections. I don't really have much of a plan. I've been thinking about it for the last few days, and I'm like, how on earth am I going to execute this, was basically my question the whole way through. You guys see my whole head, if that makes sense, from the back. So this is the thing, you know, when people dye their hair and they're like, the back of my head isn't my business. But for me, I'm like, yeah, but like I show off the back of my head on my socials. So like, you guys are gonna see it if it's a bad dye job. I'm just like sectioning and praying at this point. I think praying's a bit dramatic, but you get what I mean. I think you get the gist of what I'm doing. I'll be back in a minute. This is what I've done. Is it good in the back? Sectioned? Maybe. Does this just look like a really sick hairstyle that someone in the capital would wear? Maybe. If that person doesn't fucking stop, it's pissing me off. I know other people can do what they want. I realise that. It's just annoying because that has been going on for like a good 45 minutes now. Anyway, sectioning's done. I'm just going to dump out the dye into my bowls, and I'm also going to be using my really cool Lunar Tides brushes. I'm not going to even mess with diluting anything because we all know how that turned out. I guess Brad Mondo can roast me now. The one time I did that was not the move. Anyway, let's take some guesses in the comments as to what you think my neighbour's doing, because they've just been banging on the same region of the room. Like, what are they doing? Are they putting furniture together? Because that sounds like it's the wall. In you go. I normally use 2 tubs, by the way. I normally use 2 tubs of dark violet for the length of my hair, and I do tend to add the tiniest bit of water into it just because the consistency is very thick. My neighbour's just still banging away. What could you possibly be doing to just be continuously banging? I don't understand. Now we're gonna do blue velvet. Someone clowned me before because they were like, they thought it was really funny that I was using an ice cream tub. Don't know why. I'm being resourceful, okay? I'm a resourceful gal. I don't have actual tubs, all right? Actual hair dyeing tubs. I know you can buy them. I'm not buying one. I have a perfectly good ice cream tub. In another life, this ice cream tub contained mint chocolate chip ice cream from Tesco. Hello? It says it's blue velvet, but that is looking a bit purple for science. Oh no, that's blue. Okay, no, that's blue. Ignore everything I say. We have our dye. And now I'm just going to quickly look up a picture of how the fuck to do this, and then we'll be on our merry way. Oh, good news. My neighbours stopped banging. Thank God. Will this go well? I don't know. I didn't account for the fact that my gloves are gonna have purple dye on them when I do the blue. I didn't think this through. It's fine, I've got a towel in my lap. I'll just wipe my hands on it, I guess. I don't know. I've seen people do this a lot, where they twist them. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, do another purple. Sorry, I'm not talking much, I'm concentrating. Like, I know some people can be really entertaining when they dye their hair. I am stressed, in all honesty, when I'm dyeing my hair. And then we're gonna do this one blue. this strand here. Will it work? Don't know. We're gonna find out. Should I have done a test strand? Maybe. Maybe I should have. Oh, the banging started again. How fun. That's the first blue strand done, I guess. I can't grip my claw clip. Next layer. Do I just do this whole layer purple? I think that makes sense, alternate. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole layer blue. I feel like it makes sense to have a layer in between. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go on. Could you tell? I put the brush in the blue. I sensed that would happen at some point. Another purple. So it's also going to be purple. It's on my face. Oh, my glove bloody ripped. I'm concentrating so hard. Sorry, I'm like just ignoring you. Okay, next layer. This one I'm gonna do 2 blue and then 1 purple. My aunt's here. Shout out to my aunt. She didn't want to be in the video, but I'm just gonna mention her because we love her. And also she watches my videos, that's so nice. Anyway, hi to her if she's watching. I keep getting it on my face. If this is the first video you've seen of my where I'm dyeing my hair, please go back and watch my other ones because I promise you I'm not normally this messy. Oh, the banging has started again. Lucky me. Thank you so much, Mr. Neighbour. Do you know what I miss? I miss that really dark blue that I did. Say it was magic. What was it? Magic Shadow. Oh, that was an amazing colour. However, there's a massive however to this one. That blue got on everything. And look, I know blue gets on everything. I'm aware, all right? I already knew. But that blue, holy mother of God. It was just on everything. The cork in our shower is still stained blue. I love the blue. It was such a gorgeous blue, actually. Everyone was like, oh, your hair, it's like Caitlin Kierman blue. And I was like, yes, it is. Thank you very much. However, it somehow managed to get through my bedding, right? Just to prepare you if you ever do use it. It got through my bedding and onto my actual pillows and my bedding too, like my actual duvet, yeah? It again got through my cover and onto my actual duvet. I suppose it's like a true testament to how much time I spend in my bed. Just in case you ever wanted to use that blue, just mentally prepare yourself. Anyway, we've reached the top portion of my head. So, you're gonna do purple. I just want to say this right now. I have mad respect for anyone that dyes their hair more than one colour at the same time, because this is actually painful. Okay, let's take this piece. Is that equal? No. And then we do that chunk blue. I'm asking you like you can reply. To anyone who's still actually watching, I'm considering doing some gaming. And by gaming, I mean I want to play Animal Crossing. I need to get one of those capture cards, which I do plan on doing. I just need to figure out how I would actually film and all that kind of thing. I would have to resort to my girlfriend privileges of someone who has a PC, and I would have to film on it, which is fine, like that's not an issue. I just don't know how, to do any of that kind of work. I don't know how to do it. And the thing is I film and edit on my phone, so I'd have to get CapCut on the PC, which again is not a problem. I already pay for the premium on my phone, so you know, I just don't use the desktop version on my laptop because my laptop sucks. That's basically my plan. Where are you? How have I managed that? Okay, hello. What the flipping... Right, so how have I done that? Okay. Guys, I have made an error. I'm just gonna roll with it. Twisty twist. Get out the way. Let's just fix what the hell is going on here. You're blue, right? Are you blue now? Oh, that's all on my arm. Guys, this is so difficult. Now it's your turn to go blue. I'm having so much fun. I'm lying, that was a lie. Oh my god, it got on my lip. Okay, it's gone. My lips don't even cover that much of a surface area, so that was like a lucky shot. I don't know if I have thin lips or not, if I'm being honest with you. Because I was told when okay, side tangent. I was, not like a lot, but I was made fun of for not having very big lips at a handful of points in my life. I wasn't bullied for it. I was like low-key bullied for other things, but you know, it was for like, you know, being slightly weird because me and my friends used to make little houses out of rocks for the snails. And then all of the mean kids would come and they would walk on our snail houses. And actually on us, which is kind of crazy. I was talking to my friend about it and I'd actually completely blocked that out of my mind, as I'm sure you can imagine. At the time I didn't realise I was being bullied, so it didn't like mentally scar me or anything. I don't really know what I thought was going on, but bullying was not. Maybe I just didn't know what that was at that point. I just thought they were all a bit boring. Anyway, as I've gotten older, I've realised that my lips aren't actually that small, I don't think. I get very confused about it because obviously when I was younger there was the whole like, you know, Kylie Jenner, Kim K trend. I'm 23 just for context. So like when I was in my teen years, everyone was getting filler. Not the teenagers, I just mean that like at that point in time, it was very, very popular to have very large lips. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird time to be a teenager, as, I mean, it's always a weird time to be a teenager. Everyone wanted plump filled lips and I didn't have that. However, I don't necessarily know if my lips are like non-existent. My top lip was what I got made fun of for. I remember someone was like, at a very young age actually, just like pointed out the fact that I had like no top lip and I was like, oh, cheers. Don't know why that matters. We're like 8, but fine. I guess you are, you know, allowed your opinion. Perhaps not to voice that opinion to me, but whatever. What am I doing? I haven't wiped my hands down. I've just wiped a bunch of blue. Wait, what colour are you? That's purple. Okay. I didn't even take my bloody piercings out. That's how much of a mess I am at. Where are we? Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't mind me just being really, really dramatic. Okay, I'm gonna do this bit blue. I'm so over this. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what my lips are like. I don't really care enough to get them. Like, I used to really want lip filler, which there's nothing wrong with. I just think that as I got a bit older, I kind of realised that because my lips are the size that they are, not necessarily my bottom lip, but my top lip specifically, just because of how small it is, I just feel like no matter how small of an amount I got put in, which if I get like a very small amount, what's the kind of point? It's not going to make a huge amount of difference, but I just feel like it would be quite visible, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, it's just I don't know how much I would enjoy being able to see the fact that I've got lip filler. On my face specifically, I want to make that very clear. I do not give a single fuck what anyone else does with their body as theirs. I don't care. Like when I was younger, I was adamant I was going to get lip filler. I was like, no, I'm getting lip filler. It is what it is. But the problem is I was doing it out of like, I wasn't doing it because I was happy with myself and it was something I wanted to add on to myself. It was because I was doing it because I felt like there was something wrong with how my lips looked, which there's not a wrong way to have lips on a face. Don't get me wrong, I'm still an insecure human being, alright? I think it's kind of hard not to be. However, I try not to let it bog me down too much. I'm trying to be neutral about myself. It's hard. It's hard. I'm 23 and I'm still struggling with all this bollocks. I'm so over it. I just want to like look in the mirror and be like, yeah, sick, fabulous. But like I do some days. Some days I'm like, yeah, you know what? You look quite cool. But then other days I look in my and I'm like, Anyway, sorry, this has gone on a complete side rant. This is taking forever. I want this to be over so badly. My dilemma now, right, for the last section of my hair is, do I do a chunk of my fringe blue or no? I'm thinking no. Is that just a boring cop-out? Strange of a... Oh my god, there's dye all over my AirPods. Oh no. Gonna get everywhere. I'm so ready for this to be over. You see what I mean when I say that like my hair doesn't really like to be saturated? It like fights it. It's like, no! I want to protect all the dry hair in the middle. It's really annoying. I have to do this, which can't be good for my hair, like let's be so real with ourselves. I'm just gonna hope that one's fully saturated. I don't even know anymore. I need some more dye because I'm running low. Final stretch. I'm gonna be honest, this is quite a chunk of hair. I just didn't know what to do with the top piece. I think I'm just gonna do this whole bit of purple, I think that would be the easiest move. I'm gonna be so annoyed if you can't even see the difference between the blue and the purple. I am just dunking my brush in and out of the pot at this point. I didn't approach this strand of hair very well, I won't lie. My hair has just clumped together. Ow. Just gonna check that I saturated my fringe area because I have a really bad habit of missing a chunk of my fringe. Okay, I think we're done, or at least mentally I am done. The glove did not survive. Plan is let this sit. How long, I don't know. However long I can mentally deal with, and then we will wash it off. But for now, I'm going to go and try and fix myself very quickly. I'm trying to wipe it all off, and it's not going well. The blue is the thing that seems to stick. Somehow I managed to get it on my chin. Hopefully the rest of that, the dye that's on my neck and stuff will just come off in the shower. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna chill and try not to get dye on everything. But yeah, for now, we wait.
2 hours later.
The time has come. We're washing this bitch out. I'm gonna wash it out. I'm gonna come back, blow dry it, and then I'm gonna show you the results because I know you're probably itching to fucking see them. Okay, it's all washed out. We are rapidly losing daylight. So I'm going to blow dry it and show you. I'm not rushing for this video because this is going to be on my YouTube, and that will be going up Sunday, which I presume is roughly when you're watching this. But for TikTok, I'm trying to get it up today because I've already posted like the first part of the process, and I can understand why people are impatient. I get that. And you're watching me spend far too long trying to split my parting so that it's even. So apologies to those people who are on TikTok right now waiting for me to post the results, and I'm sat here trying to, you know. Anyway, I don't know what it looks like. Please forgive that I'm brushing my hair. This is a wet brush and I am brushing it with as much care as I can. I tend to just brush it with my fingers for the most part, but sometimes it doesn't like to cooperate with me, so you know. You will definitely be seeing me tomorrow with the final results, because right now I just don't think I'm gonna get a good enough video. Like, there's no sunlight either, which isn't great, and it's also about 5 to 7 in the evening. Yeah, anyway, so I will definitely see you tomorrow, but if you were one of the people on TikTok, hello. This is the flip side of that. This is me panicking, because I know that everyone on TikTok wants to see my hair right this bloody second, which I fully get. I fully get it. I'm gonna blow dry this and then get a move on. So here's the finished result. In this clip you can't see the blue too well, but there's blue chunks like throughout my hair, and I do really like how it came out. I think next time I'll definitely add in a warmer purple just for a bit more contrast, but overall I think it looks really cool. Like, definitely not calico at all, but I don't know, I really like the dimension and I do think it came out really good. I just thought I'd add this extra clip in just so you can see a bit better the blue contrasting with the purple. Yeah, again, I really like how it came out and I do think it looks really cool. I'm definitely vibing with it, and I do think I'll keep it like this with some extra colours in it.